If you only knew how much it loves, no sabes cuánto él te ama.
My name is Anne. I'm from Spain, from the Basque Country, and I'm 15. I'm going to turn 16 next month.
I'm Unai Lopez. I'm 14 years old. I live in Hernani.
I'm Steffi, I'm 24 and I live in Bilbao, but I was born in Ecuador.
My name is Michael Fernandez. I live in San Sebastian, and I'm 14 years old. Play video games, be with my family.
I like a lot to hang out with my friends. I also enjoy it really much. Listening to music and playing basketball. Those are one of my hobbies. I also play the piano.
I like doing sport, rowing, staying with friends and with family.
I really like the time with my family because I learn about the farm, how to process food, fruits, and that's it. I think the most interesting about the place is the people and also the food too.
Sweet corn.
Sweet corn.
Sweet corn.
Corn on the cob.
That's the best thing.
That's the best thing ever.
Awesome.
I like hanging out with friends, staying with my family, going camping and hiking, and going to the water park.
I liked a lot the tubing in the camp, also the archery, and the water slides we went to on 12th July, I think, were also great. And also the friends I've made here and hanging out with them was a great experience. Yeah.
So what do you
And
like?
the paintball. Yeah,
On the paintball. Okay.
The way that they treat me and the things that I learned from them.
They were all really nice, and they were always trying to hang out with me. For example, Asher was always like inviting me to plans with his friends, and I really appreciate that. Yeah.
They're very nice. They're good people, and they make me feel like I'm a family. To do it because they are going to enjoy it a lot, and you learn a lot of things and live a new experience. Come here, you're gonna have a lot of fun. There's cornhole. No, sorry, that's sweet corn. It's really good, and you're gonna have a lot of fun. Yeah. There's lots of games and activities to do.
Don't be shy if you don't know properly the language because they are very nice people and they understand you and they know that you are trying. So
It's a great experience. You will enjoy it. I'm sure you will enjoy it. And don't be shy, because don't wait to open up yourself, because the month goes so fast and you won't even have time to think about the month. Yeah.
That they come here to meet you and to have fun with you, and my family loves me, so I don't know.
I think it's a great experience to meet another culture kid and to learn about them. I think both parts learn about each other. Yeah.
Having a kid can be a really good experience for like another culture, another guy, and if you want to have a kid in your house for 1 month, go for Susa.
very good. Thank you, Mikhail.
Thank you so much.
The idea was just presented to us. It seemed like kind of a fun thing to do. No real reason in particular other than, well, this can't be too big of a deal. We'll just do it.
I think the first time Ray and I started thinking about hosting the international student was when we went through the perspectives class, a class that talks about our responsibilities and just our privileges or just our opportunities of of reaching out to an international group of people. And I started thinking about my opportunities of the people that I come in contact with at work. Some of these students that come for medical education, and some of them that I get to spend time with. And I thought, those are great opportunities for me to live out my faith. And so when Susa became an opportunity, I thought that's a great opportunity for us as a family to share our home with someone and to do this mission work together as a family. So that's what made us decide to host a student in our own home.
Well, in hopes of building a relationship with someone from the Basque region of Spain, where we understand they do not have much Christian influence. A lot of folks possibly over there have historical roots in the church but no connection to Christ currently. So the hope would be that we could build a relationship with them and connect them to Christ, and we could have a great month of conversations and talking and activities together. So that's the pie in the sky hope.
We got to attend a reunion party in San Sebastian and meet students after they had had their experience here. And it was really exciting to hear their experience and see how excited they were and the friends they'd made, and their parents were there and were happy. And it just seemed like they had made really great friendships and relationships during their time. And so that was really inspiring to want to experience that.
Well, there's always logistics as far as, do we have room? Do we have the time? And do we have the energy? And at this point in time in our life, with our kids having moved out and on their own, we do have the space. But as far as the time and the energy, that was something I think we were concerned about. Summer's a really busy time for us as far as our swimming program, and we both are still working. And I was wondering, what would we do with a student on the days that I worked or when we're teaching swimming? And I just decided to leave that up to the Lord, and it worked out beautifully. It was like having one of our own kids at home, and the student took part in the things that she wanted to take part in, and she could arrange to do things with other people, other families that had Susa students, or other people that wanted to spend time with her from the youth group. So it all worked out great. And I think if we feel as though we've got to have everything figured out, then we're not leaving it up to the Lord to show us how He can do it.
Yeah, the only concern Liz and I had were keeping them busy. We're kind of old people, and those kids are kind of young people. And
we live in such a rural area. Everywhere we go is far away, if it's a big city or something cool. Mm-hmm. So we were worried that he'd be bored. He's from a really nice place, San Sebastian. So
worked out because other people that had other Basque students had activities planned, and the kids got to enjoy the company of each other. So it was kind of fun. It worked out.
The concerns would be whether you click at all, whether you could communicate well. And the other thing would be if we could do enough activities with them, keep up with whatever for a whole month. So we've hosted 2 students, and it worked out okay the first time, although it was the more difficult one, where just the communication wasn't as good. But the second time it was great. We had really good conversations, and that was the real highlight of the time together, were the conversations and the time we spent together.
I think just how we would blend with them, how it would integrate into the family. And our youngest daughter was home from college, and we had a 14-year-old, and it it was great. You know, we meshed really well, and we had a really bubbly personality that just brought a lot of joy to us every time that we would see her. She was just happy to be there and very excited. So.
Yeah, we kept in touch with all the students we posted, and it's fun to have that ongoing relationship, and we hope to see them again sometime.
I don't know if there's any single best thing that happened, but it was pretty continual. You know, it was like having kids again at home, the running around, and the kid we had from the Boss Country would run around with our grandkids or other friends he had made, and it was just kind of fun going through that stage of life again.
For us, it was seeing how our students, we had two different young ladies, and to see how that they integrated with the people that we do life with. The students, the young adults, our own family, to see how they grew and bonded together, and how they just explored some of the new things that were introduced to them, especially the faith. And they asked questions, and we could just answer them and just do life with them. And then to see when they went home that they were still asking some of those questions.
Yeah, I would say that the best things were when we did just eating together and talking and building the relationship. Yeah.
Some of the more simpler things that we had planned were the best. Others that we had thought that they might enjoy, you know, they did, and but they really appreciated a lot of very simple things, like a game of croquet with the family. So it wasn't always, you know, having to go into Seattle or someplace crazy, but you know.
Yeah, and the things we had in common, God just so sovereignly over the whole program and matching students up with host families that we just kept finding things out that we had in common. We liked the same food, we liked to exercise the same. We had a student that liked to run and do the same kinds of workouts we did. And it just helps, I think just being together and doing things together that we have in common just helps build a deeper relationship, so we can talk more about more important issues in our lives.
I would encourage it. It may seem challenging, but it's really just like having another one of your kids home or your nieces or nephews. It's no big deal. And those kids that are here are, you know, it's something they want to do. They want to travel, and it's a big deal to them. And if nobody houses them, you know, it limits their opportunity. Limits their opportunity to hear the word of Christ, the word of God, which is the reason that they're here in the first place.
Wow. I just think it's such a great opportunity to have someone come into your home and for you to do real life mission work with. I've been involved with a number of short-term medical missions abroad, and those have been wonderful. But to actually bring someone into your home and to share with them just real life, what does it mean to be a Christian? There's no greater opportunity. And
I'd say if God is tugging at your heart, if you're feeling drawn to it initially, to just do it. Just say yes and let all the details fall where they will. Just trust Him to match you with a perfect student for your home, for your family. And there might be times it's a little uncomfortable or inconvenient, but this is for the Lord, to serve Him well and help these precious teenagers to know how much He loves them, and to get to see our lives, how we live our lives. It's not just going to church and how we smile and dress nice and show up at church, but how we live our lives day to day. They get to see and be with us and see that model.
I would just encourage families who still have kids at home to use this as an opportunity to show them what it's like to love someone who doesn't know Jesus, and encourage them to live their life out for Christ to someone that they don't know. I just think it's just a great opportunity for us to really live out what we say we believe.
Your love is peace.